Hi everyone, this is Carolyn, and today we are journaling on Isaiah 46:10. I'll read it in the ESV. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times things not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will accomplish all my purpose. I went in with this is Mod Podge that I'm using, and I am tearing up some paper with some song lyrics or music notes on it and just putting it there onto the page. It's going to be something to go underneath the rest of the page. In this page, I'm using some supplies by Ranger Ink. I'm going to use their Crackle paste, and I think it's going to turn out really fun. As I was meditating on this verse, I was thinking that God knows and declares the end from the beginning. And then I thought about situations that we may be in now, where we see only what is before us. But God sees His purposes, that He is going to work through it. There it is. There is the Crackle paste, and I'm putting it on with a plastic spatula and just running it down the page over the top of those music notes. And I thought it went so well with this verse and thinking about things that we're going through where we want to be singing for joy, but then there's just all these things happening and it's like cracks in what we wish would be or wish would happen. So I'm giving that a dry. You can kind of see, I'll show you a closer look at this Crackle paste and how it turned out at the end of the video. I'll take a very close-up picture. Now I'm going to go in with two different colors of Distress Ink and Distress Oxide, and I'm going to color over the top of that Crackle paste. And you'll see in a minute how it just highlights those cracks. So I was thinking to just imagine God's golden thread working throughout our situations. They may look ugly, painful, and make absolutely no sense. You may be wondering why this happened, and especially when you've done nothing but serve God. But there are so many examples in the Bible of those who asked the same thing. Why is this happening to me? I've served you. I've done all you asked. Where is the blessing you promised? But maybe, and there is a baby wipe. I'm wiping off the top of this color, and you'll see that the Distress Oxide goes into the cracks of this Crackle paste. I gave that a dry, and now I am going to paint in through a stencil some trees, and these trees have no leaves on them. They're just bare, and sometimes that also can represent our situations where we want to be fruitful, we want to have the songs of joy, but it just seems barren. And so I'm painting on these barren trees, and then at the end we're going to paint some leaves on them, and I can't wait to show you some of the new things I've got that will make this look really pretty. Anyway, so when we're asking, where is the blessing that you promised? But have you ever thought that just maybe it will take you walking through some of these things to walk into the very blessing that God has promised you? I'm thinking of Joseph right now. He had to walk through being sold by his brothers to walk into the blessing that God had showed him. He had to walk through some hard things. So I gave that a dry, and now I am making a circle. So I'm just tracing around something I had in my office here, and now I'm cutting out that circle, and I'm going to write the truth of the verse onto that circle. Then I'm going to take some Distress Oxide and a blending tool and just blend the ends or the sides of this to make it highlighted as it's laid down onto the yellow. And when we feel barren, when we feel like there's just cracks in what we wish would be, the truth of that is that God has declared the end from the beginning. He knows what He is going to do through this. Every situation will have to come into His purposes and His will. And it may look like a very long time to us, and it may look like it's painful, but the Lord Himself is going to work His will. So now that here's another stencil. I got this from Creative Retreat. And we're going to stencil on some leaves with some distressed ink. And this is just, there it is, some leaves here. I'm just going to move it over the trees. And so I just want to remind you that God is working for your good right now. God is fighting for you right now. God is working on your behalf right now. The battle does not belong to you, but to God. It is not your job to fix it. It is not your job to control it. So what you can do is sit at His feet, let Him work in you, and follow His instruction. He has declared the end from the beginning. He knows what He's going to do. He knows what He has planned. His counsel shall stand. His purposes will be accomplished. So sit at His feet today and let Him comfort you and give you what you need for today. So here I have gone in with some green and some red, and now I'm going in with some turquoise and all different colors of leaves. And we can see that as the truth of God's Word comes through, then growth will start to happen. And things will start to look joyful again. And so in the midst of these cracks, of these things that are happening, I am writing, "Dear Lord, I choose to trust you because His purposes and plans will come forth." And now, oh, this is so pretty. I wish you could see it so up close. So I'm going to put a picture at the end. This is liquid pearls. And so I'm just putting it dots onto the page, just to represent that when we've gone through hard things, when God is finished, it is going to be great. There is going to be ways that He redeems situations that we cannot even imagine. And now this part is called Stickles from Ranger. It's their glitter glue, and I'm just putting different colors of it. I got silver and gold, and I'm putting those little glitter glue dots onto the leaves. And then I'm drawing a little heart here onto the truth. And then I'm going to go in with little dots. That's the liquid pearls again, and it's just so shiny. And I wish that you could see it in person, because as it reflects the light onto the page. And so I got an up close picture. So if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Bible journaling videos.